न जाने तेरो न जाने, जाने न जाने तेरो न जाने, जाने न जाने तेरो न जाने, जाने अध जगराजे बाजे मुरलिया,
बाजे बाजे रे मुरलिया,
बाजे 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 मुरलिया, बाजे बाजे मुरलिया, बाजे अधर धरे मोहन मुरली पर,
अधर धरे मोहन मुरली पर, प्रेम पे माया विराजे, बाजे मुरलिया, बाजे बाजे रे मुरलिया, बाजे
बाजे मुरलिया, बाजे बाजे मुरलिया, बाजे मुरलिया, बाजे मुरलिया, बाजे।
आन बसो मेरे मन सावरिया,
गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पतान शृण्वन्नोतिभिसेदसादनम् ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदवेदान्तवेदाङ्ग विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः। श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः। यं प्रव्रजन्तम् अनुपेतम् अपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरहकातराजुहाव पुत्रेति तन्मयतया तर्वो विनेदो तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिमानतोऽस्मि। यस्वानुभावमखिलसारमेकम् अध्यात्मदीपम् अतिदितीर्षतान्तमोन्दं संसारिणां करुणया पुराणगुह्यं तं व्याससूनुम् उपयामि गुरुं मुनीनां नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः पङ्कजनाभाय नमः पङ्कजमालिने नमः पङ्कजनेत्राय नमस्ते पङ्कजाङ्घ्रये। नमो किञ्चन वित्ताय निवृत्तगुणवृत्तये आत्मारामाय शान्ताय कैवल्यपतये नमः। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय प्रणतक्लेशनाशाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे। हरे मुरारे हरे मुरारे। हरे मुरारे हरे मुरारे। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव हे नाथ वासुदेव 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 श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे श्री कृष्ण हरे मुरारे 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 हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे श्री कृष्ण गोविंद श्री कृष्ण गोविंद श्री कृष्ण गोविंद श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव हे नाथ श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव नारायण वासुदेव नारायण वासुदेव नारायण वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे श्री कृष्ण हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव हे नाथ श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हरे मुरारे हरे मुरारे श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव 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 Vasudeva 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 Vasudeva. बोलिए श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की, श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की। नमः पार्वती पते हर हर महा हरि ओम। We experience our joys and sorrows as per our identification. Instead of the situation or the people, our identification gives us the experience. Any experience one can take, and any experience one can drop. But this freedom of taking and dropping loses when you are identified with something. If I am not identified with something, so we have a freedom of taking the experience and not taking. But when I am strongly identified with something, then that identification forces to experience something. And this compulsion of experience is sorrow. If I had the freedom of not taking, I felt I should not experience it, and I dropped it. Sarvatra parvasham dukkham, sarvatra swavasham sukham, etat proktam samasena lakshanam sukha dukkhayo. Manuji in Manusmriti tells this. He says the very simple definition of sorrow is being bound by something. You are not under your control. Sarvatra parvasham dukkham and sarvatra swavasham sukham. Because I am under the influence of any worldly situation, and therefore I am identified with it. So identification with the world, and that identification which takes away my freedom, mainly the freedom of mind. Gurudev used to say, freedom of mind. This freedom, don't have freedom now. I don't have freedom to think in a bigger ambit or a bigger area. It is thinking only in a smaller area. Now I am lost. This is called, the person has lost to a situation. You have lost because I am now trapped by certain things. So, through which you get over is identification with the bigger is required. The Tadatma with the Ishwar is required. And what vasanas we have, we generally identify with it. So the Jagat Vasana can go only with Ishwar Vasana. The tendencies of the world goes with tendencies of the God. Prem alone can go with another love. Lower love can go with higher love. Lower love cannot go with lovelessness. And therefore I think I told about sometime, Nishkam word is used in Gita many times. So Nishkam does not mean absence of desire. It is a presence of selfless bigger desire. It is Ishwar Kamna is called Nishkam. Nishkam means, Gita says, don't desire and keep on doing. Karm karte chalo, phal ki ichha mat karo. Sometimes they say, how is it possible? Because how can I do the action unless there is some desire? The Gita is illogical. Gita you don't understand. Problem is this, like many other matter you don't understand Gita also. Gita says, when it says don't desire for the fruit of action, and that means don't desire for the fruit which is for the ego. Don't desire egocentric and attachment-centric fruit. Desire the happiness of God. Desire happiness of whole world. Desire happiness of Antaryami. That is the meaning. You cannot do any action unless there is some desire in some manner. You are sitting here because you have desired to hear. I am sitting here because I have the desire to talk. There is nothing called you cannot act without desire at all. It is sometimes appearing, because when it is not understood, bole karm karte chalo, phal ki ichha na karo. One calendar comes. Many times I go to the houses. I don't know where from they get these ideas. Some things are written which are not in Gita. गीता सार इट इज कॉल्ड. हाँ, समय से पहले और किस्मत से ज़्यादा किसी को नहीं मिलेगा. ये कहाँ लिखा है गीता में? ये तो कहीं लिखा ही नहीं गीता में. जो होना है होगा, जो होना है उसको रोका नहीं जा सकता. ये तो लिखा ही नहीं गीता में. कोट करके दिखाओ विच लोग दे आर सेइंग ऑल दिस थिंग. अपने मन से गीता सार निकाल दे. इन इंदौर मन मधुरम स्वीट्स आर देयर. So they have written Ahar Shuddhau Sattva Shuddhi, and bracket Bhagavad Gita. This is from Upanishad, Chandogya, and they have put it like that. So, अपने खुश हैं उन लोग, दूसरे भी खुश हैं. भाई अंधे ने नहीं माना यथा अंधा, blind leading the blind. So, if these things are not very clear, we make a fun of ourselves in front of, because when I go for bhiksha, don't think it is only bhiksha. Before and after bhiksha, many times, bhiksha is there, they call their family members, they call their colleagues, friends, office friends, quite well-educated people there. So they ask these questions at that time. And not with any negativity, they ask with positivity and faith. They say, this is what I have a question for you. And this is my question. How is it possible that Gita has said, you keep on doing the action and don't desire for anything? How Gita can say like that? ऐसी सी बातें होती हैं. Anyway, I said, see, first let us have bhiksha. Because if bhiksha is gone, if I say something and you get upset, so bhiksha should not go. Pran jaye par bhiksha na jaye. So don't worry about it. I will definitely give the answer. So unless we are making our mind to experience God, when I say identification with God, it means experience of joy of God. When you say he's very identified to this issue, that means he becomes very sad or very happy or very angry with this issue. Three emotions are there. Very happy, very sad, very angry. When I say he's identified with God, that means he's very happy with the remembrance of God. At least little happiness is there, if not very happy. He's not totally emotionless when it comes to God. He has certain emotion. And this development in a person is going to pave the way for leaving the small. How much you can leave the small in a smallest time decides your spiritual progress. Many things will be there. Many things will come, many things will go in world. Good, bad, worst, everything will happen here. World is a variety. So Brahmaji's stuti, what we are saying in the 14th chapter, was just to make ourselves available to the Lord's experience and unavailable to the experience of my ahankar and my attachment, etc. This training of the mind to be constantly available to what God wants, to what God's joy is called devotion. What do you mean, I love Swamiji or I love Gurudev? I am understanding that what experience he wants from me. My mind is an empty vessel where I can take his thought and keep it with me. When you say that this person is not devoted, that means he has no capacity to take experience. He doesn't have an empty vessel. He is full of his own experiences. But if my mind is free from my experience, I can take my Gurudev's experience because he wants certain experience from me and keep it in my mind. This is called devotion. Nurturing, nourishing, sprouting, growing. That experience what God wants is called devotion. Devotion is not, Gurudev's word, part-time job. It is not weekly. He used to say weekly spirituality is for weaklings. This is not weekly thing. It is moment to moment awareness of for whom I am. What is becoming important? Is it something small that is becoming important? And if it is, can I substitute it? Do I have the freedom to substitute it? Like I have substituting this handkerchief here. Can I substitute experience? Oh, well, no way. Then you have to work on that mind. Mind is a tough area to deal with. It's an old fox and hard nut to crack. It's not that simple thing. Mind is not that simple thing. Therefore, we need lot of bhajan, lot of satsang. Because here we are experiencing God's words. So mind will get habituated to experiencing. So this kind of environment which the mind has, it will become its habit to revel into it. This is what was mentioned by Brahmaji. And yesterday, Madhavi told that I already completed this stuti. How many shlokas we have done? Huh? 58? पूरा हो गया 58 तक हो गया है हाँ Oh my God. 58, nobody is saying. 58 is there. You have taken the notes. Huh? Chalo, bahut acha. The more the merrier. If you say that can be saved, so I am very happy. So 58, let us see. Acha hai. Good news is there. But 58 shlok is there. So here I'll just summarize it, that Brahmaji is saying that Bhagwan Krishna, who was playing with his cowherd boys, and Brahmaji thought of testing Bhagwan's Bhagavatta, and he stole away all the calf and all the cowherd boy. And after stealing away, after he sees that still there are, Bhagwan himself took the form of so many cowherd boys and cowherd and all the items what they had brought like butter, etc. And then for 1 year, Brahmaji was confused. He went to Brahmalok and came back. And ultimately, when he came back, he fell at the feet and knew that he is Lord. Lordliness of the Lord is not that easy to believe. Belief requires a lot of strength. We can't believe. Because believing requires something you don't know but don't see, but still you say, yes, it may be existing. There is a possibility. Brahmaji himself could not believe. And at that time, Bhagwan came and then he did the praise, stuti of Bhagwan, and he said, please forgive me. Like the baby in the mother's womb kicks her and the mother is happy. Similarly, I am like that baby who has almost kicked you because I separated you from your very dear and near, and therefore please forgive me for my mistake. Bhagwan said, by next tenure also shall I get Brahma? He said, Brahma, becoming Brahma, this is what happened to me. And if at all you want to make something, tad bhuri bhagyamiha janma kim api atavyam yad gokule api katamangri rajo bhishekam yad jivitam tu nikhilam bhagavan mukundah tavadyapi yat padraja shruti mrigyameva. 34th slok. He said, next birth, I just want I want to become a blade of grass. Bole, I will make you a cowherd boy. Bole, no, I did a mistake against them. Will I make you calf? Bole, no, I stole away them. Make me some blade of grass so that when any devotee will come, any gopi will pass, and the dust of her feet will be put on me. Maybe that thirst which gopi has for you, that will come to me. कभी कभी आदमी इस जन्म से हार जाता है, फिर उसको लगता है कि अगले जन्म में शायद ठीक करेंगे. Sometime a person gets defeated by this birth. He feels, I cannot go much farther. And then he spins his hope on the next birth. Especially when you are defeated by some emotion many times, or your situation, outside situation is not changing. Then you start thinking that if I have next birth, I will not be like this. What dream I had, maybe I'll fulfill that time. That situation which I wanted, maybe God will give me next birth. Or what mind I want, maybe God will give me that birth. Similarly, Brahmaji is saying, because he feels this birth is more late and the goal is very high. It is too high for me to achieve. I know that should be there, but I am at a very lower rung of the ladder. So here Bhagwan also, Brahmaji also is saying like that. Even Shrutis are searching the dust of God's feet. Dust of Gopis' feet. Because around the dust of the Gopis' feet, their tapasya is there. And they had so much of renunciation, so much of sacrifice, so much of deep desire to give joy to Lord, that Bhagwan says that they alone are the acharyas of the love. If anybody, personally I'm telling my experience. They say what will happen by reading Ras Panchadhyay or reading this Dashamiskand. Personally I can tell you, much has been learned by gopis how to love. If you want to know the meaning of loving the God, you have to go through the character of the gopis. Their emotions, their selfless waiting for hours, their capacity of not getting outer response is still able to sacrifice. Their capacity to wait, to be without physical presence of Lord for 100 years. I mean, I can't fathom that anybody can be like that. Every day going out in Vrindavan, on the outskirts of Vrindavan and waiting for Bhagavan Krishna. In the evening, then coming back, then again doing the household chores, then again going every day, again coming back. Again, all these things. I can't understand how much anybody will have renunciation and sacrifice and still having the love for Lord. Because we are very response addict. More a person is egoistic, more he wants responses. He wants external response. So Gopi's prem was not based on external response. It was based on internal realization. Higher you are, more solutions you will get from inside. Don't think that Bhagavan was not talking to them. Outer Bhagavan may have gone, leaving, but inner Bhagavan was still there. They were still talking with him. So this is a very rare feature which you will not find in any devotee. Bharatji also has a resemblance with the Gopi regarding Viraha, but Bharatji got Bhagavan after 14 years. But here, they did not get after 14 years. They had to wait for 70 years. Imagine 17 years will be quite a life, quite a time. Just appreciate. And that in Kurukshetra. And there Bhagavan gave them the knowledge of the self. They got realized. But Bhagavan did not ask them to come to Dwarka. She was not invited to Dwarka. Bhagavan sent them back. But their love did not diminish. Therefore, Narad Bhakti Sutra says, Pratikshanam Vardhamanam. It is increasing. It increases every moment. And when Brahmaji realized, he says, Aho Bhagyam, 32nd shlok, Nand Gopa Vrajau Kasam, Yan Mitram Parmanandam, Purnam Brahma Sanatanam. Well, what great is the fate of the gopis. Aho Bhagyam, Aho Bhagyam. देखो यही है, हम लोग को बहुत सीखना है. We want everything as my way. I find fault in you, fault in her, because you did not satisfy my ahankar. Therefore you are bad. Because I did not, fulfill your false desire. Therefore I am bad. We are so gross. How can God be pleased? God does not say, जाति पाति पूछे नहीं कोई, हरि को भजे सो हरि संगा होई. So there Bhagavan was smiling. This Brahmaji is saying. I am not saying. Brahmaji is saying. And yesterday, if you remember, Bhagavan Brahmaji said, know me as your own and accept me. हम लोग को प्यार वार, we think we love. We have an illusion we love. Little the beloved troubles, just something, then our love will evaporate like the dewdrop. So that toughness in love that gopis have, that is yet to be seen somewhere else. So this has quite an impact. Chalo bhai, Twamev jagatam nathah. And some people say, bhai, hum to Krishna bhakt hai. तुम न भक्ति जानते हो न कृष्ण को जानने को, गोचू हो तुम. I love Bhagwan, Lord. I love Bhagwan, though you don't be an illusion that you love. You may have certain inclination for Bhagwan, Krishna, this much I can say. But if you really love, then you cannot live without him. The whole day and night you will be working and nothing will make you sad other than Bhagwan. Because you are happy and sad because of other issues, therefore other issues are also important in your life. Simple thing is this. It can be your child, your family, your ego, whatever is there. So don't have. You will come to Bholiya Swami, I love you a lot. Not one word they will do. But they will say, I love you a lot. Jhoot pot ki baat hai. हम भी मुस्कुराते रहते हैं. Smile has many meanings. Smile has lot of meanings. Like, this also has many meanings. Yes also has, No also, if you have to say by this is no. And supposing you have to say why? Supposing you express surprise, this or this. Supposing you have to say how? So a lot of different meanings are there. You have to express your, disagreement. Then how will you say? So Swami muskurate rahe. So they think Swami is very happy, he is smiling. But I am smiling on their foolishness. Anyway. चुपचाप रहो भाई जिंदगी में. Best is to keep quiet. So this when Brahma ji said, so ultimately what happened? All these children came back. What Brahma ji headed in. And it is written, they did not know that all 1 year has passed. देखो भगवान की इतनी भ्रांति माया है. 44 श्लोक is saying, Kim na vismaranti yah maya mohit chetasah. Yan mohitam jagat sarvam abhikshanam vismrtatmakam. What they don't, we all forgotten the self, forgotten God, forgotten what Bhagwan has done, forgotten what Guru has done. We are best in forgetting. We just forget. We are best in not remembering the main thing. We are very good in remembering the very horrible things which are wrong. Wrong things we remember all. Only when people forget what to say, they forget that they had gone, and ultimately Bhagwan came, only come, we have calf. So they say, we are waiting for you, Krishna. We have not eaten anything. Bhagwan said, let's eat. And they ate properly. But Bhagwan did not tell all these leelas, what has happened. Then they came back. Ultimately, when in the house they came back, 1 year old story they told about Aghasur. Aghasur, that he was killed 1 year back. And in between, Bhagwan was their son and daughter. Son and all the even calf and even the stick also Bhagwan became. So Parikshit ji got very surprised. Parikshit ji said, why? Although Bhagwan was not the blood relation, Bhagwan did not have any blood relation with any of the person in, even Yashoda ji also. Yashoda ji was not the real mother of Bhagwan Krishna. Neither Nand Baba was the real father of Bhagwan. He said, when they were not at all blood relations, how come they were loving so much? And then Shukdev ji said that real love is with yourself only. Real love. Everybody loves somebody. Supposing I am humble. You are humble because you love to be. You are happy when you are humble. So you are doing everything for yourself only. So self is alone the ishta of everybody. Real ishta is self. Means that self alone has come as Krishna, and therefore everybody loves Bhagwan Krishna. This point was mentioned. And Bhagwan by Maya, what was Drishta has become Drishya. In Vedanta, what is Drishta? In Bhakti, he has become Drishya. Infinite, Buddha used to say, infinite appearing as finite. And you know what he used to say? He used to say infinite's color is blue, and finite's color is yellow. And therefore, infinite as if he is enwrapped in the finite. Infinite blueness as if he is wrapped in the finite yellowness. So, this was mentioned. Now that you have told that I have already gone through, so I am now moving forward. भगवान ने कहा वही तो है, हमारी आत्मा ही यही है. मोहितम ना बीजानाति. People don't know. That is their problem. Everything is there because we don't know. And every time you have suffered in life, you will have only one answer later on. I don't know. I didn't know that this will happen of this situation. Think over it. Any issue, any person, any issue, you will say, I don't know, I didn't know that this can happen. I didn't know how to deal with this. At that time, I didn't know how to control. I didn't know what was the way out. I don't know is the cause. You cannot say I knew, but still I don't know. No. And then 58th श्लोक is very beautiful. Is it clear? Therefore I am completing this. भगवान ही तो है इस फॉर्म में. So Atma's another name is Ishwar. Sagur Sakar Ishwar. When what is Satchidanand Rupaya, that is Tapatrayan Vinashaya. What was Satchidanand has my Maya has become in front of me. Why not he can become? Drishta becomes Drishya. Example is Swapna. As in the dream, Drishta has become Drishya. He has become Drishya. It's not that Bhagwan cannot take a form. But why he take? Because you can't focus on Drishta. You are too Drishya oriented. You always your eyes are open, ears, you want to touch, you want to see. You are very gross. Well, all fault are immunely. Of course, maximum. Because you are sad. If you are not sad, then we will say you are out of fault. Well, I am very sad to hear this. So here he says, biggest proof of our ignorance is sadness. What more proof is required? This is very beautiful shlok, please take it. Samashtritaye pad pallava plavam Mahatpadam punyayasho murarehe Bhavam buddhir vatsa padam param padam 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 yat vipadam natesham. बहुत अच्छा श्लोक है. Pad pallav plavam. Plavam means boat. One who is holding on to the boat of your lotus feet. Pad pallav plavam. I hope you can pronounce it. Don't break at the wrong time. Bole padap, lavap, lavam. So when you have the word, you should know where to break it. Then you don't know the words inside. Then you always pronounce it. Bole padap, lav, lavap, lavam. So don't make a fun of that. Maharshi Panani will come and beat us. So Samashrita ye padap pallav padap pallav plavam. बोले हम बोलते ही नहीं. Basically I don't say only. Because you know I am wrong. And just hear. So one who has held, one day you should not see translation and understand from Sanskrit. Well, again, not in this birth. This birth I am by hearting Rama, Rama, Rama. By next I'll understand. One birth, one ikarant in one birth, akarant in another birth. So this way, in few words, I will come to this particular. Acha, theek hai bhaiya, theek hai. Samashrita ye, one who is holding on to the boat of lotus feet. And what is that lotus feet? See, same vibhakti is there. Mahat padam punya yasho murarehe. Murarehe. Murari. There's one called Murari. Murari was one enemy, Mur. Enemy of Mur. Mur was one Rakshas, is called Mur. That is called, and one who is enemy of Mur is called Murari. And vocative gate is Murare. And this is sixth, yes, Murare he. Grna, Lajja, Bhayam, Shokam. It is called Mur. Grna, Lajja, Bhayam, Shokam. Jugupsa, Cheti, Panchamam. So this is called Ashtapash. 8 things all called Mur. What is called Mur? Grna, Lajja, Bhayam, Shokam, Jugupsa, Cheti, Panchamam. This is called Mur. Hating, too much of shame, fear, Lajja, Bhayam, grief. और क्या था? Jugupsa, anger. These are all called Mur. Murmura nahi, केवल Mur. Mur. This is called Mur, this is not, when the wire is there, fencing wire, so that is tied. So there is one spike comes out, that is called Mur. Grana, Lajja, Bhayam, Shokam, Jugupsa, Cheti, Panchikam. These are 5 things. That is called Mur. And one who removes this Mur is called Murari. Oh, if you take Lord's name, at least that time you won't have Grana. So, Bhagwan's feet means what? Samashrita means what? Samashrita means, please be careful, that everything, what good prarabdha is there, then insecurity is not there. Wherever you have good fate, you don't need security. I have a lot of money. So you are not afraid that I might lose money, or how will I run my house next month, or how will I pay the rent. There is no insecurity because I have sufficient money. Even if I don't earn, I can easily pay. That is not an issue. From money, you are not insecure. No. From wife, are you insecure? No, wife is also very good. She has not, I don't think that she has any problem. She will not give me any problem. Your health is also okay. Health is also okay. I went to check my BP, it was normal. How much? Normal, 130 by 80. 130 is little high. No, doctor said by your age it is okay. Acha. But where is the problem? Problem is with my son. He is a trouble creator. Of that area where you are, where prarabdha is not good, there you require God to intervene too much. I'm just giving a gross example, don't take it literally. You know this thing can be a problem. I may get some bad news regarding this issue. On the area where your prarabdha is not over, you have got lot of bad news. Or that person has said bad, or situation has said bad. It can be body, it can be father, it can be mother, it can be daughter, it can be daughter-in-law, it can be your tenant. I can get something from there. I'm likely to get something. Even if everything is quiet, as if there's a lull before a storm. You are expecting something. Of all of you can understand, where is that area? Well, everything is very quiet, but I don't think so. It will be that quiet. It will not be that quiet. No, it won't be that quiet for a long time. I have to face the music. It's a matter of 2 weeks, 3 weeks, but I have to. My fate has taken a turn in that area. And everybody knows. It can be office, it can be something. I hope you are catching my point. Well, you are touching my raw nerves. It can be health. It can be anything. There is where you have to bring God. If you have too much of faith in your Lord, please get my point. If you have too much of faith in your Lord and you have too much of austerity, when faith and austerity are together, this area which was like very difficult to deal with, you will feel, I'm not worried. Why? God will complete the sentence. Huh? Take care, do something. कुछ अच्छा हो जाएगा. क्या होगा? हमको भी नहीं पता क्या होगा. What will happen? I don't know. This is called the boat. Boat is your faith and boat is your capacity to call God. I will chant His name, I will pray to God, I will... यही हमारा है. सब तो गड़बड़ सरबड़ हो गया. बोले होगा लेकिन भगवान... My record says that when I have called Him, He has responded. How do you know? My past experiences show. The day I have chanted this mantra, the day I have chanted Sundargan, the day I have done this, I think that day was a safer day. That I was thinking, how will I face? But ultimately I could face. Something was averted as if somebody took over that. Nothing to be so worried about. Sab theek ho jayega. Somewhere in your heart, as if in the Ganges when you enter, and you first trying to find your feet somewhere on the ground. बोले पैर कहाँ रखें? Somewhere. So पहले धीरे-धीरे you put on feet. You don't get anywhere, and the feet is going here and there. Still you don't get. Still वो पैर टटोलता रहता है कहीं मिल जाएगा. Somewhere I can get a feet. And then you get a feet, you get very comfortable. And लगा डूबे अब डूबे तब डूबे. When you have faith, you get that ground very early. जहाँ मन को रुक जाता है. Mind is stressed where it doesn't get a feet. कि कुछ something better will happen. I don't think so. When this thought is there, then that stresses a person a lot. I was in Rishikesh, and outside the ashram, not outside the ashram, straight away Ganga ji was there. 260 feet. 260 feet. Straight away. And they had not put any board, nothing, so that people should drown. लोग मर जाए जल समाधि देंगे. Definitely that accident will be there. I said at least put some board, don't go, because some people jump straight away. No board, no gate, nothing. Anybody can straight away 260 feet. Yad gatva na nivartante. Only you hear, don't take bath, it's too deep. तो बताओ लिखना चाहिए ना वहां पे आपको. भगवान की हेल्प आती है, श्रद्धा है. If you are a pure intention, if you have done your tapasya, if you have not troubled anybody, I am guaranteeing you, if you have done your dharma and if you have faith, two things please get it. Bhagavan will come and that troubled area will become your quieter area. How? Don't ask how. Something will happen. What will happen? God will decide. So that area will be handled by God. What shall I do? You just hold the God, let God handle situation. Because it's a very difficult area. It's not, human effort won't work there. You need divine intervention. Mahat padam pad pallava plavam. Samashrita. Those who have taken, they have taken support of that boat of the feet of Lord. Now one worry area will eat away your mind and you will slowly develop some disease. Much of the disease is because of the mind. I'm not saying all disease is because of the mind. I said, but mind will just exaggerate that disease. And as you grow older, the capacity of the mind to influence body is more. Younger person, they are angry, upset, still they want food. So, but when you grow older, your nerves, etc., are very, very sensitive to the mind's state. You are very much affected, bodily very much affected. And for years, if you go there, your knees, back, all will be affected. Not because of the body. Mind also has a role to play in that. And this is where you have your faith. And why not crossing the sansar? Bhavam budhir vatsa param padam. This ocean of transmigration. See Arjun, he was not fighting. But Bhagwan gave him because he had faith. He said no. Shishyasteham. So it's not that it was a sure shot that Pandavas will lose. Only those who were believers of God, they said they cannot lose. But other than ordinary person, they said very difficult to conquer. We are Bhishma, Drona, Karna. These three were stalwarts. And Bhishma and Dronacharya were much ahead of Arjuna. And Karna was a competitor, but he was little better than Arjuna. 1 inch. He was not less than Arjuna. On the other hand, they had more army also, 11 Akshauhini. And in this side, only Bhagavan was there. So, Bhavam Buddhi Vatsa Padam, this ocean of transmigration becomes like the hoof of calf. Not cow, calf. Bhavam Buddhi Vatsa Padam. इतनी ईजी हो गया. परम पदम. इसलिए भजन करते रहो. कुछ न समझ में आए तो भजन करो. भगवान आगे ठीक कर देंगे. Bhagwan will be making it okay. Don't worry. Don't worry. Well, but I am very worried. Why? Because I am not able to worry since 2 days. So, Bhavam Budhir. I was too busy in Navratri. Therefore, I am worrying. I miss to worry a lot. Bhavam Budhir. Vats Padam. Param Padam. ठीक है ना? अब क्या लिखा है? क्यों? कोई है आपके साथ. रिलैक्स, रेवल, रियलाइज, रिकलेक्ट. बोले अगेन से, आई फॉरगॉट. रिलैक्स, रेवल, रियलाइज, रिकलेक्ट, रिवाइज, restore, Okay. Internalize that. And how it happens, you give some issue to the God and pray for it every day. And pray with austerity and do some anushtan for that. Do some chanting, do some part for that issue. For 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, 8, 9, 10. Oh. Don't say to anybody else, but Bhagwan will take this matter. If you are pure-hearted, if you have not upset your elders and teachers, then Bhagwan will take care. If you have upset somebody or you have bad intention, then your prayers will not work. You do 100 times Sundarkand, it will not work. Because you have neglected and troubled somewhere. People think, I go to the temple, offer something, offer prayer. Here they say, please open the book, tell me some which grahas are not okay, we'll do that, nothing will happen. हमें विश्वास ही नहीं है सब में ज़्यादा. And in the house, something you will keep on doing. As in Singapore, one couple came. He said, I want to talk to you alone. I said, okay. Well, in 9 years, anywhere I go, my householder throws me out. I said, how many houses? He said, at least 21 houses, something like that. Within 3, 4, 5, 7 months, we are thrown out in a very disgraceful manner. Not that he says, please leave. I am giving you 3 months. I said, tell me one thing. Where your parents live? It's a real thing. Don't think whatever I say is just fabricated. So he said, my parents don't live with me. Parents live somewhere else. I said, is it not that you had pushed your parents out? His whole face changed. कभी कभी कर्म का फल उसी जन्म में मिल जाता है. Sometimes you can relate the fruit of action of that birth, that because of this action, this fruit is there. He got totally flustered. He said, how did you know it? I said, ऐसा तो नहीं हुआ कि you had pushed your parents. People, use a shortcut. They don't, the sin they committed, that was a big sin. They said, hua aisa. They don't tell that thing. They tell this is not okay. And any mantra is there, any puja is there. They don't know that if somebody is close to you is upset, puja mantras don't work. They think it's a shortcut, switch on, switch off, Satnarayan Puja, I do Satnarayan Puja, Kalavati, Dandavati, or I call the Pandit, I did some jap, and all will change. They want some shortcut. So therefore, open the book. Let's see which star is not okay. My father is upset, mother is upset, teacher is upset. I don't bother about that. It does not work. Why? There's a law behind it. सबको खुश करो. Hanuman ji, before he went to Lanka, he touched everybody's feet, took the blessings of all. ऐसे नहीं, साधना मजाक नहीं होता. I just jump and do whatever I want. Therefore, the egoistic person's upasana doesn't work. Because he is somewhere insulting mentally or emotionally somewhere. Somewhere he is not giving the value. Therefore, any amount of sadhana will he do, it won't bear fruit because God is not with him. Do you think Ravana was lesser upasak? On the day of when Ramayana war was going on, Ravana was not worshipping God. He didn't. Why? Sita ji was so sad, and he took Sita ji and dragged her. I don't want to say this, but he made her sit on the lap also. And she was crying and asking the birds, the trees, where is Ram? Please protect me, please protect me. We are troubling the woman. Anybody who has held the hair of the woman, his life has been destroyed. Whether he was Dushasan, whether he was Ravana. Khatam kar diya. I don't want to change my nature. Because puja is very external thing. I can do some mantra chanting and kuch kar do. Why should I change my attitude and mind? My ego I cannot change. Therefore, our ego will be as it is. I'm maintaining same attitude and bhav. Externally, I will do everything. Externalization doesn't work here because God's attention is on something deeper and internal. Like somebody externally feeds you, but internally doesn't think that you are a good person. And if you know this, you won't take the food. Because whom I have insulted is the God in some form. If the part is not taken care of, the whole will be insulted. Somebody censors my hand, it is censoring me. So when a person maintains a good bhav towards the world, after that, he does upasana, fruit will be. Definite fruit will come. Something will happen to protect you. भाव मत बिगड़ने तो कहीं पे अपना. Don't allow your attitude to disturb. You will be totally lost. You will not get the help. Bhagwan is seated in the corest of your mind and watching in everything. Kavim Puranam Anushasitaram. Kavim word is written. And there Bhashikar says Sarvagya. He is omniscient. Ishvara Sarvbhutashan Bhutanam Hrideshe Arjun Trishtishthati. So Samashrita ye pad pad pallavam mahat padam punyasho murarehe bhavam buddhi vatsa padam param padam. He will get. Bhagwan ne kaha tumne humko bulaya. But he has not done good actions. My dear, biggest action in the world is calling the God with complete faith and surrender. Biggest action. Because that is the biggest fruit. Padam padam yad vipadam natesham. Underline this. 58 verse. 58 verse. Vipadam natesham. They will not have problems. Why? I am there. Let me tell you, Pandava's life was difficult, but every problem that came was taken away by God. Whether it was poisoning of the Bhim, whether it was Durvasa's food, whether it was disrobing of Draupadi, whether it was Mahabharat war, their prarabdha was not good. Prarabdha or Kauravas were better than Pandavas. No Kaurava's wife was disrobed. Nobody was poisoned. They were all in the palace for 86 years. And they had father and mother both. Their father was not there. But bad prarabdha does not mean their experiences were bad. They had very good experiences. They didn't have a very good living, but very good life. Kauravas had very good living, but very bad life. Padam padam na vipadam na tesham. I hope you are clear. Acha, I'm liking it, but I'll try. I'm trying hard actually. I'm trying very hard nowadays. Sometimes I cry in my room. Acha, but because of 3 class I can't cry. So, I cry alone. Nobody is there home to share all these things. Acha, you cry? I cry. I just don't know what to do. At certain moments, I feel alone. I cry. No, crying doesn't mean that you are right. I understand. I understand. Then why do you cry? I just cry. I feel I didn't understand these things. I didn't understand these things. But you cry in front of God. Oh, of course, who's there? प्रबिसी नगर की जय सब काजा, हृदय राखी कोसलपुर राजा, गरल सुधारिपु करही मिताई, गोपद सिंधु अनल सितिलाई, गरुड़ सुमेरु मेरु समताही, राम कृपा करी चितवा जाही। यही बात लिखी। विपदाम न तेषाम, भगवान का नाम लो, सबको प्यार दो, लव ऑल, रिस्पेक्ट ऑल। स्वामी अभेदानंद जी यूज्ड टू से, तिनके का भी तिरस्कार नहीं करना चाहिए। इवन डोंट निग्लेक्ट अ ब्लेड ऑफ ग्रास ऑल्सो। तिरस्कार तो तिनके का भी नहीं करना चाहिए। डोंट लुक डाउन अपॉन ब्लेड ऑफ ग्रास ऑल्सो। It also can create problem. Anyway, so Bhagwan, if you remember, stories going on, they had asked that how come, Parikshit ji asked, that how come 1 year, after 1 year they are telling this. Bole, I told you everything and let me move ahead now. So hold on to your Lord, and beauty of life, you will more and more you grow in your spiritual path, more you will feel the world was not that good and not that supportive as I had thought it was. And God was not as different and indifferent and non-supportive as I thought. Bhagwan entered 6th year of his age. That is called Paugandvayah. Next chapter, Atha Panchadashodhyaya. So tatascha Paugandvaya kshritau vraje babhuvatustau pashupal sammatau. So he got permission. Now he is not Vatsapal, he is Pashupal. Now cows have been given to him to graze. His promotion has been given. Promotion. One who is grazing as if the whole Brahmand, he is just grazing the cows. This is Bhagwan. We will not graze because we have our egos. We will think, how can I graze the cows? But Bhagwan will graze because he is egoless. Gaha charayantau sakibhi samampadaihi. So he went there to graze the cows. The small children took away the calf. The smaller children, 3-4 years, they were 3 to 5-4 was calf, and depending on their performance and report, they were given the chance to graze the cows. क्या CPR? क्या performance report? EPR? KPR? There is an annual report is given by the boss. How is he performed? So, Vrindavanam punyam ativa chakratuhu. Aha. So, by his feet, samampadaihi, he is making Vrindavan punyashali. Therefore, many Mahatmas don't put shoes in Vrindavan. Because they say here Bhagwan has played. And the whole glory of Vrindavan is in the dust of Vrindavan. Dust. So it is better to get smeared in that. Now a lot of construction has happened. But earlier when I was going in 97, 98, another Vrindavan was there. Very less construction was there. Very less Dharamshala was there. Only one Dharamshala was there at that time, known Thakurji Dharamshala. There was no hotels at that time. No server portico, nothing like that. And there we stayed. और इतना मजा कि पूछो मत. Everywhere, and sometime I took 10th canto, somewhere Ras Panchadhyayi, ये सब बहुत होता था, कैंप जाता था. वृंदावनम पुण्यम अतीव चक्रतुः. भगवान made Vrindavan. You have gone, Harish ji? Vrindavan? Long time. So you should go again. So there is there. Dhanamika, what happened? Vrindavan you have gone? Huh? Gone? When? When you went? Huh? 2011? Achha. When you met me in Jaipur? Huh? Achha, achha. So, जयपुर में मिले हमसे. So there, so Vrindavan, another Vrindavan was there. Still Vrindavan is same with all की मजा है. There is the very name creates some thrill in the mind, in the body. And Bhagwan has purified. In Brahman Ghat, they give prasad. You know what prasad is? Of mud. Mud prasad is there. मिट्टी का प्रसाद दिया जाता है. So you can keep in your house. ये आनंद वृंदावन का है भाई. क्या बात. And if you do parikrama there, day, night, morning, evening, God has made me do parikrama. So I experienced, at that time construction was there. So you put your feet on the mud. So soft, as if Lakshmi ji, when Bhagwan was taking avatar, Lakshmi ji said he will not put shoes. Let me become very soft. She spread all around the trees, all around the mud. It is not very ordinary place. You have to have some kripa to know that. Karpatriji Maharaj used to say that one who is afraid, as in front of him, snake comes in front of a scared person, he will react or he'll be scared. So somebody has faith, Dham opens its glory. Dham is a devata. So Dham doesn't tell about itself. It will not, no priest will come, no panda will come. You will not get the right person to guide you. You will go there and you will come back. Maybe somebody will take your money because you did not donate sufficiently. So God has another way to take your money. Or you are searching changes. Money knows how to go out. Better willingly you let it go out. You will get a right person. Otherwise you will go, you will eat something and come back after 2, 3 or 1 days. But Vrindavan, unless Dham, when Dham wants you, it will tell about itself, then it will send somebody to you. And then that person will say, this is, I'll take you, this is Chaurasi Kos Yatra, this is Parikrama Marg, this is Puchi Ka Lota. There's a place called Puchi Ka Lota. This lot of places are there. This is the place where Bihariji was found. So Bihariji along with Radhaji came when in the Nidhivan. So this Lalita Sakhi Haridas ji was one. Haridas ji was saying that I cannot take care of 2. 1 is enough. हमसे राधा जी की सेवा नहीं होगी. I can't do Radhaji's seva. Then Radhaji disappeared. And only Banke Bihari came out. ये सब कहानी तरह तरह की बातें. Why should you? So, Vrindavan is not just one place. It is manifested, God manifests there. So, Bhagwan is in Vrindavan. Morning time was there. तन्माधवो वेणुमुदीर्यन् वृतः गोपैर्गृणद्भिर्स्वयशो बलान्वितः पशून् पुरस्कृत्य पशव्यमाविशत् विहर्तु कामः कुसुमाकरं वनम. Madhav, Ma means Lakshmi, Dhav means Pati. Lakshmi Pati is called Madhav. Second slok, 15th chapter. Lakshmi Pati is called Madhav. Ma also means Pramana. So one who is the illuminator of Brahman is called Madhav. That is also called Madhav. हाँ, माधव कितना अच्छा नाम है, माधव. वेणुम उदीरयन, he is playing the flute. Please see, don't just hear, see also. See, अच्छा. And उदीरयन शत्रु प्रत्यय. वृतः गोपैः, all gopas all around. बोले काना काना काना, where are you going? Where are गृणद्भिः, and स्ववशो बलान्वितः. So, and they were chanting glory of Bhagwan Krishna. Achha. Are you seeing? Pashun puraskritya. They put the animals in front of them. Animals mean cows. Pashavyam avishat, and then entered the forest. Why? Vihartu kamaha. Vihar karne ke liye. To spend time with God, to revel with God, janmin ke liye, to get the fruit of their tapasya of seeing God. They did tapasya that I should touch God every day. Not that we should have darshan of God. They are very ambitious. They said I should touch God, I should feed Him, I should hold His hand and walk for many years. I should press His feet. Not one day, 2 days, many days. Vihartu kama kusuma karam vanam. And that forest which was full of kusum means the flowers. Let's go to the forest. आगे आगे गैया, पीछे पीछे ग्वाल. आप पीछे पीछे चलो. Purify your mind. When you think, as mind is nothing but the vritti only. As will be vritti, your mind will become Krishnakar. So this time it has lost Kam, Krodh, Lobh. And therefore such descriptions are there. So therefore, more you think, more your mind, let the mind get joy. When it gets joy, next time the thought, impression will be more. So you will love to hear that. You will love to hear that. मजा आएगा. और सुनो, और सुनो, और सुनो. Not that it will, because we don't have love, therefore we get bored. Or फिर सुनो. We will see more tomorrow. My time is over. It's sharp 8. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Shri Krishna Govinda.